Welcome back, everyone, to Sip and Spill. This is our weekly show where we invite you all to grab a drink, sit down with us, talk about all things life, love, and pop culture. And this week is our very special Galentine's Day episode. As you can see, we've got some beautiful roses that Nikki grew in her garden right here at home. We've got some rosé on the table. We've got some balloons. We decked it out for Galentine's Day coming up this week. How are you, Nikki?
I'm doing good, Anna.
Good.
I love a good Galentine's Day. Fuck Valentine's Day. I am anti-Valentine's Day.
I don't think you're the only one out there who's anti-Valentine's Day. I mean,
I just think it's like one of the worst holidays.
it's a stupid holiday. It's a Hallmark holiday.
I never felt special on Valentine's Day.
Well, that's what Galentine's Day is for. Galentine's Day is just the much better version of Valentine's Day, where we get to celebrate, you know, our friends, our girlfriends, our anybody. It doesn't have to be a romantic partner. We're just celebrating friendship and being together.
Yes.
And now I'm sounding like an after-school special, but it's all good things. It's just all the better. I agree with you. Valentine's Day is it's a stupid holiday. It's a stupid holiday. It's made up. It's like all of the other made up holidays out there, just to get you to buy more gifts, more cards, more junk that you don't need.
I avoid social media on Valentine's Day.
Don't blame you.
I do not log on social media.
Because that's the time. This is the favorite day for the couples to post
Yes.
about their relationships that you never
behind the scenes are falling apart.
that are falling apart, or you just never hear about 364 days the rest of the year.
Yeah, true.
It's just everybody comes out of the woodwork with a boyfriend, with a girlfriend, with a wife, with a husband, with a fiance, with two fiancés, whatever.
And you know what? I can get all you fucks. We're all going to be single on Valentine's Day. I'll send one text and we're all going to be single. You find out, he actually had a girl this whole year?
Mass breakup
What?
season in New Jersey. Thanks to Nikki and one text.
We're all going to be single for
Oh,
day.
God.
That's when you know all these random posts are coming out.
Yeah. It's true. I
Do you have any plans?
well, it's funny you ask that. John and I are going to be in Cancun on Valentine's Day. Not specifically for Valentine's Day, but he is turning 30. He is a Valentine's Day baby.
Yes.
So he was born February 14th. He is, it's a big 3-0.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going down to Mexico, celebrate, relax for the weekend, have a nice time in the sun and the warm weather. So I'm very excited.
All right, so I'll introduce our cocktail
Let's get into it.
today. How cute is this? Positively Rosé. It says sunny with a chance of flowers
Love
to
it.
go with our theme today. And majority of the episode today is going to be about self-love, relationships outside of romantic relationships that you can just water.
Yeah.
So sunny
it.
with a chance of flowers. It's 0 sugar, only 85 calories per serving. So excited to try it.
So you mean I can drink this whole bottle and not feel bad about it?
True.
All right.
Yeah. And let's see. 9% alcohol.
She's a strong one.
Yeah, we love her.
We love a strong bottle of rosé, just like a strong woman.
That's right. Cheers,
Cheers to
Anna.
that.
I don't like
Crisp.
sweet rosé, so I love that there's no sugar.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Very
it's nice
good.
and crisp and
Yep. And we got a
Easy
little
drinking.
strawberry, beautiful red strawberry garnish. Looks just like a heart on the rim.
anything can be made extra special with a little garnish.
Yeah.
And a nice glass. We found these lovely pink glasses.
Yes.
Well, let's get into it a little bit more. As you said, we're talking about appreciating our friendships, our non-romantic relationships. For me, I always associate Galentine's Day with my girlfriends, with my, my people that I love to spend time with and, make memories with. And I think it's really important that, even if you are in a relationship, you maintain those friendships with your girlfriends and, whatever friends you have. Doesn't necessarily have to be women, but, as a girl especially, we need that support from other girls. We need to be able to talk to other girls about things in life that maybe a guy or other partner just wouldn't necessarily understand. And so I think it's very important that you just continue to grow your friendships as you get further in your relationship. Kind of put everything on a parallel path. You can grow your relationship and you can grow your friendships at the same time. It doesn't have to be one or the other.
Right. I agree. Because when all goes wrong, who's going to be there to pick you up?
Right.
Your girlfriend. So
exactly.
Yeah, I agree. And again, for men too, you should not just shut out all of your friends. Still make the time to go see the boys, go watch the game. I think you have to have two separate lives, and then you come together as one and have your own life together. But
I agree.
Yeah. Good point.
I agree. Yeah, I think, that's what has worked for me in my relationship the last 4.5 years is, I live a very busy life and I live a very social life where, again, I go out for happy hours after work with my coworkers, or I see my friends on the weekends, or, I want to hang out with family over the weekend. And you just don't necessarily have to do everything together as a couple to live a happy life together. John makes plenty of plans with his guy friends, and a lot of times they're just last minute and out of the blue. And, that's what works for him. And he goes and does that. I do my thing. We find time to spend together. And at the end of the day, it helps, bring more conversation anyway.
Oh, I agree. There's nothing worse when you're sitting at dinner with your significant other and you don't have a single thing to share or a single thing to say.
Right. And that can happen when you just don't spend enough time with anybody else outside of your relationship. You're just with each other all the time and always doing things together. And for some people that works, but for me, I like to have that different interactions in my life throughout the week.
And before all of these relationships, friendships, romantic relationships, comes the relationship with yourself. And that is the most important relationship of all.
Correct.
I'm learning that. You have to love yourself. My mom tells me this all the time before you can go ahead and love someone else. I think also with this episode, I want to definitely touch upon romanticizing your life. I think it's so important to romanticize your life. And that could be anything, waking up, going for a walk, really enjoying little things, little moments. I recently met someone, who he was telling me that every time he goes to ShopRite, he buys himself flowers.
Oh,
and I'm just that's nice. So nice. That's amazing, I mean, and man, woman, whatever, you have to find things that help you wake up in the morning and just get after it.
Right.
So if that's your motivation to go maybe to the grocery stores, what kind of flowers am I going to pick out today? I think that's really beautiful. And, it's something that you can wake up and look at every day.
I love that. I love, the idea too of kind of making yourself the main character in life. And when you were a kid and you used to just look out the window as you were driving in the car and a sad song was on and you were you're the main character in the music video. I still live my life like that, but in a much more positive way.
My song that I used to have my little, what do they call it? The
Walkman?
Walkman.
I never had a Walkman.
Oh, I did.
I had a CD player, but I didn't have a Walkman.
So I would have my little headphones on and break away.
Oh, that was the best
Kelly
one.
Clarkson.
That was the one to be in the music video.
Yeah.
That was still a great song. Love that song. Yeah. I just
or
think...
that other Hillary Duff song. Let the rain fall down. Yep.
Coming Clean.
Yes. So
all that early 2000s was the perfect music for us little 9-year-olds to just sit out
But yeah, I
Look
mean,
out the
this
car
life
window.
is your life. It's about you. However you want to live it is how you should live it. No questions asked.
Correct. If you want to take yourself shopping, go shopping. If you want to take yourself for a massage, go get a massage. You got to do something for yourself
Yeah.
all the time. At least once a week in my book. If you could do it
Yes.
once a day, absolutely do it once a day. But at least give yourself something to look forward to throughout
Yeah.
the week.
I told you guys like multiple times that I hate doing things by myself. And part of the reason why I made this big move was because I wanted to be a little bit more independent. One thing, you'll never catch me in Costco by myself. Like me and my mom have separate cards and I always like have to go with her. I'm like, hey, do you have to go to Costco? But like this week, like she was busy and I really just needed to get over there. So it was like I was like on a mission. I was like, okay, I'm going to take my freaking Rangers hat, put my Rangers hat on. Nobody's going to talk to me. I'm going to I think like, you remember in Big Daddy when the little boy, they put the sunglasses on, Dylan Cole-Sprouse.
Yeah.
And he was like invisible. Like that's how I feel when I have like my baseball hat on. So I'm like, okay, put the hat on. Like nobody's going to look at me. No one's going to talk to me. And it was really good. Like I was panicking for nothing. Like literally the place was like half empty. But somebody did stop me to talk about the Rangers. So that was nice. And like, again, as I said this multiple times, like just getting out there and like making those conversations. And to preface this, like I've spent like 2 years in a job where I spoke to nobody. So I kind of lost my communication skills. Like I'm not, but I'm sure there's just people that just have general anxiety doing things.
Yeah.
I used to be very much outgoing. I just think between like the pandemic and having this crazy job, I kind of like fell off a little bit, but yeah, it was not bad. And it was very therapeutic. I was like, wow, this is awesome.
I love going to Costco.
I bought myself new pillows. They were like hotel brands.
Ooh.
Yeah, feather pillows.
Oh, I got to get me some of those.
Yeah. It was $20 for two pillows.
not
$10 a pillow.
Not bad, Costco.
I
love
love
going to Costco.
Yeah. And they have a great return policy. So when I first moved here, I was so excited. My mom got me a Keurig and it just all of a sudden I was like getting ready for work. I needed that cup of coffee so bad and like it just blew out. Didn't work.
Yeah.
I didn't have the receipt, nothing. I just brought it, no box. I was like, here you go. And they're like, thanks. They gave me money and I bought a new one.
It's like Amazon.
I have the Ninja now. It's good. You can make like a pot of coffee or you can use the pods.
Oh, that's good.
But yeah, Costco, I got my floors for my house at Costco.
You could book a vacation at Costco.
Yeah.
You can do anything at Costco.
Yeah. So love Costco. Gonna take more solo trips to Costco.
Good.
I don't mind it anymore.
Good.
So that's it. It's
That's
the little
it.
things in life.
That's right. We don't need to, be planning extravagant, lavish trips.
And you know what, men? You don't need to wait for one day to treat your woman
100%.
to flowers,
100%.
chocolate, a night out. That should be every day. And that's the same with people that are single or not in romantic relationships.
Right. You don't have to wait for a special occasion to
Buy
treat
the
yourself
flowers
nice.
every time you go to the store.
Mhm. Agreed. Speaking of gifts, I think we have another Am I the Asshole
Yes.
segment that
We got a gift just for you guys. You love this segment.
I'm excited to get into this one.
All right, Anna, you want me to do the honors?
Oh, yes, please.
Sure. All right, this is a good one. I'm ready. Am I the asshole for telling my girlfriend I didn't think she was the type of girl to want me to buy her stuff for Valentine's?
Let's get into
Is
it.
this my ex? Is this my ex? My 29 male, girlfriend 25 female, and I have been together since March of last year, so almost a year. She's not super materialistic and not really into going to fancy restaurants or spending money on designer clothes and such. I often cook dinner for her and go out of my way to make her feel special and loved. However, the other day she brought up Valentine's Day and asked if I had anything planned. I've never been one to celebrate Valentine's Day, and I don't think I need to spend money to prove I love my girlfriend. I told her this and thought she would agree with me, but she said she would like if I got her a gift and we went out to a nice restaurant. I'm working on paying off student loans, and she knows I don't have very much money to spend on gifts and fancy dinners. She's an artistic, sort of quirky, and honestly, I did not think she was the type to want me to shell out big bucks and take her to some overpriced, crowded steakhouse for a manufactured holiday. It really made me view her differently. I told her, I'm surprised. I really didn't think that you were that kind of girl. She went quiet after I said it, and then later accused me of judging her for wanting to celebrate Valentine's Day. I haven't brought it up again, but I can feel she is still upset about it. Am I the asshole?
What's your take? You can go first.
Okay, this has happened to me plenty. Not plenty. I mean, like, please, it's happened. It's just men, like, just don't think.
Right.
And I, yes, we want flowers. Yes, we want chocolate. Of course, we're going to say no if you fucking ask us, because we don't want you.
Right.
Like, if that wasn't your intention if you're asking.
Right.
It's really like, okay, it's a manufactured holiday, but like everybody's celebrating the goddamn holiday. And if you're lucky enough to be in a relationship, buy the fucking flowers. I mean, you could literally go to the fucking dollar store and get chocolate.
Yeah. It's not hard. It is not hard to put in a little bit of effort for one day a year. You know,
So-
this comes up every year.
This, like, again, sounds narcissistic. Like, first you're saying, I didn't think that you were that type of girl. But then you're saying, but I have student loans and I don't have the money.
Right. So which is it?
Like,
Are
if
you broke? Or do you just not know your girlfriend?
Exactly. Like, if you saved $1 a day, by the end, like for the month before, by the end, you would have probably $30 in your fucking wallet to go buy flowers. Like, come on.
You could literally go to ShopRite, just like Nikki's friend. Go to ShopRite, get a bouquet of flowers. They're nice and they're cheap.
These are because they don't want to feel like the asshole. They are
No.
the asshole. They don't want to feel like the asshole.
Right, and they want to do nothing.
And blame it on the women.
Right, exactly.
Oh, I didn't think that you would like. One of my exes said, flowers die. And people die. And
Nice.
you're going to fucking die.
Oof, we got dark there. No, I really like, it's just.
Who says flowers die? So I'm not going to get you flowers.
Right. And even if that's your stance on it, okay, you can get her a million other things. You can
Right.
get the edible arrangements. That's a nice replacement of flowers. I always enjoy something like that
Yeah.
over flowers. Get her a box of chocolate. Get her a card. Get her a gift card. It's not hard. It's not fucking hard. I was in a relationship years ago, an on and off relationship, horrible relationship. And it was the last Valentine's Day before we actually broke up. And this man comes to my house. We were already on the rocks, but whatever, for some reason we were still hanging out. Comes to my house, no card, no flowers, no happy Valentine's Day. Not a thing. Not a thing. And
Like, I get
if you
it.
thought that was going to save anything, you were dead wrong.
Right. And it's probably what this guy is saying. It's a manufactured holiday.
Right. And it's just again, it's that little bit of effort that can really turn someone's whole day around, can
Of
make
course.
someone feel so special and nice. It's just the principle of it at the end of the day.
Right.
This guy, again, sounds like he just didn't want to put the effort in. He's making excuses. He's just, unless this girl outright told you, don't ever get me anything for Valentine's Day. I don't want any gifts. I don't want flowers. I don't like any of that. Don't do it. Assume that she wants it.
Right.
Assume that she wants it.
What. Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't take a fucking mind reader
Right.
to know what a girl wants for Valentine's Day. If she outright says, I don't want any of this, don't do it. Don't do it. But otherwise, get your ass to the store and get something for her.
I buy people gifts every time they do something.
Right.
That's just my type. I guess that's my love language, is just I am like that's how I show, like I show people I love them in other ways, but like I just love buying people things and like seeing them happy and making them happy no matter what it is.
Right.
So like even if her freaking favorite candy is Nerds gummies, go get them. Go to the Dollar Tree. They're there. I promise. I saw them today.
Literally.
And get them.
You can get a whole shit ton of things at the Dollar Tree. And again, you make somebody happy. People now go to Target and they put baskets together and they leave them in the aisle for people to just pick up and buy it all together. There's literally, all you have to do is walk down the aisle and find a basket.
Yep. Home Goods, same thing.
Like, people actually now are doing the work for you.
Yeah.
Go to the store, go down the aisle, you'll see it, buy it, you're good. That's it. It doesn't take much. Doesn't take much.
So, yes, sir, you are the asshole.
You are the asshole. And I hope your girlfriend...
They're not together. They're definitely not
better.
This was posted a year ago. They're not together.
Well, I hope she has a better Valentine this Valentine's Day.
Speaking of love language, what is your love language, Anna?
You know, I don't know 100% because I very much appreciate, like, acts of service is a big one for me, for sure. Like, I very much, like, I love to do things for other people, but I also do appreciate that being returned to me over really anything else. Gifts, I mean, gifts are nice. I wouldn't say that I, like, need to receive gifts. I think it's more so about, again, like what we're talking about, just the thought that comes with giving a gift. Like, if you really put some effort into thinking of a nice gift for somebody, for me in particular, that means a lot, you know, then that is going to make me happy. Words of affirmation. Yes, I would say, like, that's somewhat in there. I try my best to do that myself, but I think it can be hard to remember to make that like a daily part of being in a relationship, just like giving those words of affirmation and like showing someone like how much you appreciate them through your words. Like, I think John's a very big words of affirmation guy, so I try my best to, like, you know, I mean, and I would always do it anyway, but just like thank him if like we go out to dinner.
Right. You can't forget those things.
Right. Or like we go on a nice vacation and like things like that. So just like making sure he feels appreciated by saying it. I think that's where like he and I kind of differ. He is more of a like wants to hear the thank yous and the I appreciate yous and all of that. And I'm more of a like, show me that you appreciate me. Like, you could say it, but I more want to see it. So, but I think out of all, I think those would be the three that come to mind. Like, touch. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a hug. I like a hug. But I'm not like, I don't know, I'm not a touchy-feely person in general. And then I don't remember what the other one is. Quality time. That's a big one for me. So much so that I forgot it existed. But quality time is a big one for me. I do think that, like, you know, in any relationship, romantic, friendship, whatever, quality time is important. Like, you need to have that one-on-one time to just like catch up with each other, you know, talk about things, little things, big things, whatever. Like, but I also do think the quality of that is important too. Like, you know, you don't always just want to be sitting around watching a movie or whatever. Like, sometimes that's nice, but like John and I try to get like activities in when we see each other. We try to go to pickleball. We try to like go for a walk together, you know, go see a movie at the movie theater instead of just like sitting in my basement and watching a movie. Like, just trying to do things outside of the house, I feel like is a big way that I like to get the quality time in.
Yeah, I definitely agree with the quality time. And you get to see that person like outside of seeing them with the lens of them with their family and with their friends. Like, you want to see how they are, like, just one-on-one with you.
Right.
I had one ex that always wanted to stay with his friends and hang out with his friends. And then the rest of my exes, which were from New Jersey, were always still sucking their mommy's titties and had to be with their mommy. And I'm just like, I don't want to hang out with your mom.
Right. That doesn't build like a relationship.
No. It's just like, and then you see them in like a very immature way.
Yeah. I mean, at mid-20s, the problem is our generation, like our 20s, people still act like they're 10.
Yes.
Like, whereas our parents, I feel like by the time they were in their 20s, they were really like, living on their own or, working full time, they were like adults. Like, I remember being 10 and looking at my teachers who were probably around our age now and be like, oh my God, they're so old.
Yeah.
They're so mature. Like, they're just, and then I look at our peers that are around our age and I'm like, how you like a 16-year-old in a 30-year-old's body still?
Right.
How does this happen? So I think that's the problem too with a lot of, people like that who are, it's nice to be close to your family, but you also have to, you can't act the same way around mommy like you did when you were 5 in front of your girlfriend at 30.
No. You have to find a balance.
Yeah.
One of my exes used to have tickle fights with his daddy in front of me.
Those were dark days.
Yeah.
What are your love languages,
He's engaged
Nikki?
now.
Oh.
He's getting married. Maybe she joins in on the tickle fights.
She might.
Or maybe she just likes to watch.
Maybe she plays tickle fights with the mom. Maybe they all take turns.
You get mommy, I get daddy.
They go. They go around in a circle.
You just can't make it up.
No, you really can't. You really can't.
So this is why I'm choosing to love.
Touch is not one of Nikki's languages either.
No. But I'm choosing to love myself.
Yeah.
And that is the best form of love that you can have is self-love. So we're on a journey of self-love, healthy journey, running, going to the gym, cooking, meal prepping, all of the things to ensure that we love ourselves. We booked a vacation, Anna and I. Yes. We're looking forward to that. We're going to Aruba.
Yes.
So we get to enjoy ourselves for a week.
That's important too, is that we continue to book these vacations with our friends, not just reserve it for when you have a boyfriend and doing couples trips. Girls trips are still important as you get older, for sure. So I'm excited.
I'm excited too. All right, so I have another special segment. We have a game, Would You Rather, Galentine's Day edition.
Fun. Let's get into it. Ooh, jinx.
Would you rather spend Galentine's karaoke singing Celine Dion or doing a TikTok dance marathon with your gals? Oh, come on.
I think you know my answer.
Anna is the queen of Celine Dion. It's all coming back.
One thing about Nikki and I is that every Sunday, our favorite thing to do was head down to DJ's in Belmar, go for Sunday Fun Day, go to bingo. We get a game of bingo in. But as soon as bingo was over and the blinds closed.
I love when the blinds close.
And the room went dark.
I love when the room went dark.
Celine Dion came on. It's all coming back to me now. All the girls got together in the center of the dance floor and sang. And you didn't even have to know each other. But it was like...
You all just came together.
We all just came together. The nation united. And... and we all had a great time. So... I will choose Celine Dion karaoke any day. I think it was after our first summer that we really were going to DJs every single week that I was playing this song constantly at home. Constantly. Every day. Every moment of every day this song was on. And my mom walks in one day and she's like, wow, you really like this song, Anna. I'm like, oh, if only you knew, Michelle. If only you knew why I like this song. But yeah, so I'm going for Celine Dion karaoke. What about you, Nikki?
Celine Dion karaoke.
All right.
Of course.
All right.
Speaking of karaoke, a local spot here, the Chubby Pickle, my friend Dean Anthony, he does karaoke Thursdays. So last Thursday, my friends from the restaurant I bartend at, we all went on Thursday. It's so funny. They were all like in their early 20s, like 21, 22. I'm just like, oh my God. I'm still here. I'm still doing this shit.
No.
But it was funny. So we're like, what are we going to sing? And for some reason, Kings and Leon, Sex on Fire just came to my brain. I fucking love that song. Like, you need a song that's going to get the whole crowd going.
Right.
So we sang that. And it was funny. I was talking to my mom the next day and she's like, oh, how was your night? I was like, yeah, we went to karaoke. She's like, oh, what song did you sing? I'm like, this like really... So this song, like Kings of Leon, it gets everybody together. Like, what was I supposed to say? I sang Sex on Fire with a bunch of fucking 20-year-olds.
Right. Well, she'll hear it on the podcast.
She'll hear it on the pod. It is a bop.
It is.
I love that song. Gets you going.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Would you rather have unlimited chocolate fondue or bottomless margaritas at your Galentine's Day party?
Ooh, you answered this one first.
Anna, you know my answer. Chocolate fondue all the way.
Same. I think I would
put my mouth underneath that shit.
If someone told me you can either continue to drink whenever you want, whatever, but you have to give up chocolate for the rest of your life, I would say, yeah, out of your goddamn mind. Get me the fondue and a straw. Forget the alcohol. I will take the chocolate.
Yeah.
Any day.
Would you rather be a part of the Sex and City friend group or Golden Girls squad? I have to say, I've never seen any of these.
So I actually just binged watched Sex and the City.
Wow.
Over the winter. It was good. But like, I don't know. It was such a cult classic. I feel like growing up. And not that I don't understand why. Like, it is a good show. But
maybe it's just like dated. Like, you don't get
probably,
it because it's like
it's definitely dated. I think they go through a lot of the same relationship and dating problems that like people still do nowadays, just without the social media and dating apps factored into it. But would I want to live with their group and hang out with their group? Probably not if I'm going up against the Golden Girls. I used to watch the Golden Girls with my grandma all the time.
Way.
All the time. Whenever I would go to her house and the Golden Girls was on, we'd watch a couple episodes. They were the funniest things.
Oh my God.
So I think I would like to live with the Golden Girls. They used to just sit in the kitchen and have a little piece of cake with each other and chat. And
aww.
They seemed like the sweetest little old ladies. So that's more my vibe.
All right. Now that you said that, I'm going to say that's more my vibe too. That was like some of my favorite memories.
And they got around. They were old, but they were getting around.
Yeah, right.
I gotta say.
Yeah, some of my favorite memories were like
it was not
sitting at the table with my nanny over a cup of tea. She'd always have the Entenmann's on the table. Always have an Entenmann's cake on the table. She loved her crumb cake. Golden Girls for me, for sure.
Man, the Entenmann's.
Yeah.
I was just having a conversation with a friend the other day about the Little Debbie's desserts.
I never had. Yeah, no.
You never had Little Debbie's?
No.
You never had a zebra cake?
No.
Nikki, next time I come over, I'm bringing you zebra cakes.
Watch it on the pod. We'll have it right
my
on
shit.
the pod. All right.
On to the next one.
Would you rather receive a year's supply of rosé or a year's supply of fancy charcuterie boards? Come on, Anna.
These are tough.
What?
I guess the rosé.
What?
I don't know how many charcuterie boards I'm gonna eat.
True.
In a year.
True.
I mean, maybe if I'm having parties, that gives me a reason to host people.
To host.
Yeah. So I could see with the charcuterie.
Yeah, definitely.
But I feel like a rosé, like I can have a bottle of rosé to myself once in a while, and I don't know if I'm gonna sit there with a bunch of meat once in a while by myself. Cheese, yes, but I can go to town on a cheese board by myself.
All right, the next one. Would you rather go on a shopping spree with your friends or a wine tasting tour?
Oh, wine tasting tour.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I hate shopping at the mall.
Me too.
I hate shopping for clothes in person. There's never anything that I like. Nothing ever seems to be in my size.
Ever.
And for some reason, things seem more expensive on the rack than they do online.
Yeah.
But that, you know, you can also get good coupons and cash back and stuff online. So I don't need to go on a shopping spree. I used to do that all the time with my one friend. You know, we would always get together and go, not shopping spree, but go to the mall, you know, every week, like bop around, get some stuff. 90% of the time I would walk out empty handed. So I'm good. Wine tasting tour sounds good to me.
Same.
Love.
Would you rather have a pajama themed Galentine's party or a 90s throwback costume party?
I'd say the pajamas. Let's get comfy.
Yeah.
Let's get cozy.
I love pajamas.
Let's have a snack. Have a glass of rosé. Put on a movie.
Go to Marshall's. Get your pajamas.
90s, we don't need all that.
Would you rather spend the evening doing a craft night, making Galentine's cards, candles, painting, etc., or binge watch your favorite chick flicks? I have the attention span of a squirrel when it comes to watching anything. It is absolutely horrible of me. So I would definitely say I need to be doing something. So Galentine's Day craft sounds good to me.
I asked Nikki if she wanted to write our Galentine's Day cards together on the show today. She turned me down.
I did.
But nevertheless, I would still make some Galentine's Day cards with you instead of some movies. I don't know. I feel like I watch the same movies all the time. So, like, I'll do that on my own time.
Would you rather trade love letters with your friends or exchange silly memes that describe your friendship?
Oh, I'm sending the memes.
Oh, I love memes.
I love to send a meme.
Sometimes, like, I only speak, like, in, like, gifs on, like, text messages. Like, that's, like, the only way I converse.
Sometimes that's all you need to be able to say what you want to say.
Because, like, sometimes I'll text people and they don't understand my humor. Or it just doesn't sound like I'm enthusiastic and I'm very dry. But I do say I'm a terrible texter. I'm way better in person than texting. Like, phone calls I could do, FaceTime I can do, but, like, texting I just sound super dry. So, like, I'll send some gifts and memes over, of course.
Love.
All righty, last one. Would you rather have Taylor Swift write a friendship anthem for your squad or have a friendship bracelet made by Taylor herself?
I would say the song, because who gets to say they have a song written for them by Taylor Swift? A bracelet, I could just make a bracelet and say it was from Taylor Swift. People aren't going to believe me anyway. So I'll go with the song. At least we know she wrote it. She sang it.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I like a little keepsake, but you're right about the song. And that's just...
Well, the song lives forever too.
Right. Then that will be our go-to karaoke song.
Right. And then maybe we'll make it the intro of the pod.
That's the answer.
If Taylor Swift one day writes the intro song for the pod,
we would love it.
We would love it. That's how you know we made it.
Yeah.
That was a fun game.
That was
fun. I love a little Would You Rather. Love a little Galentine's Day.
Yes. Guys, we're actually filming on Super Bowl Sunday, and we got plans.
We do have plans. My plans involve going to bed.
Mine don't. So this is going to be a little bit of a shorter episode.
It's a shorty today. We got to get Nikki out to her plans. I got to get home to my bed.
She's got to pack. She's going to Cancun.
I got to pack. I got things. You know, it's one of those weeks where it's a maintenance week. I got to get the self-tan going. I got to do the nails, the eyebrows. Yes. Everything's got to get done before I go on this trip.
Yes.
So we got to hop to it. We're going to close out here. This was another fun one. Love a good Galentine's Day. Happy Galentine's Day, Nikki.
Happy Galentine's Day, Anna. I hope you enjoy your trip.
Thank you.
Enjoy John's 30th birthday and enjoy Valentine's Day in Cancun.
Thank you. I will try my best.
Next time we see you, you might not even look like, you're going to look like a different person.
I know.
You're
I
be
might
so
look
tan.
like a celebrity.
Yeah.
And not like the troll I look like today. But that's all. Thank you, everyone, for listening. Happy Galentine's Day to our listeners. Happy Valentine's Day if you are celebrating this year. If you're watching on YouTube, please give us a like, comment, subscribe to the pod. Catch us wherever you get your podcasts, Spotify, Apple Pod, Amazon Music. Drop us a like. put your notifications on, know when we're dropping new episodes, and follow us on social. We are at the Sip and Spill Pod on Instagram and TikTok. That is at the Sip and like Nikki Spill Pod. Instagram and TikTok, follow along, keep up with our content, keep up with our episodes. We will be back for another episode next week.
Yes. Tune in. It's going to be a good one.
Yes. Cheers to that.
Cheers, Anna. Safe travels.
Thank you.